are you packing in here? This thing weighs a ton.
Give it back, McFarland.
I forgot to do my homework last night. Do you mind if I have...
Give it back!
Oh! Would you like that? Come on, Brian. Come on. Go get it!
Come on!
All right! Jeez! Next time, don't get yourself so worked up, Sheffield. We're just playing with you, man. How'd you ever make it to the 9th grade, anyways?
Way to go, boy.
Homeroom in 5, Sheffield. I got the clock on you.
Phillips.
FBI, right? Never forget a haircut.
A kid was grabbed from Lafayette High this morning. Brian Sheffield. Possibly a kidnapping. Although parental abduction is not out of the question.
His parents are divorced and there's a history of custody violations. We want to establish the extent and nature of the crime before the Bureau gets involved.
So you just want us to keep this warm for you?
You have a problem with my handling of this situation?
We don't have any problems here, Phillips.
Good. These things usually clear themselves up in 24 hours? Captain?
I hate these emotional types.
Attitude aside, Phillips might be right. Parents don't get what they want in court, they take it to the street. Let's hope that's all it is.
Has Brian ever run away before?
Of course not. This is his home. He has everything he needs. Oh, sure. Sure, his father's a lot of laughs, and I'm the bad guy, right? The disciplinarian.
Why do you think your husband has abducted your son?
Because he's tried it before, and I've caught him.
Big deal. Let me tell you something. I take my son to Dallas on a business trip, and she hires a private detective to follow me.
Under your custody, Mr. Sheffield, taking Brian across state line is a violation of the law.
Come on, man. He's my son. You're making it sound like I'm some kind of criminal.
I didn't say that.
I did. And okay, maybe it wasn't blue, but it was definitely dark.
So we're talking a dark 72 Lincoln something.
77. The guy was 72. He wasn't that old. He moved too fast. And he was wearing a clown mask.
A clown mask.
Just like that sneak. Well, let's see how he likes visiting Brian from behind bars.
Well, we can't arrest your husband just off of these photographs.
They're photographs of him and my son in Dallas. Obviously, he's been planning this for months.
Look, I've hardly seen the kid in months. Those pictures were from a birthday party. I don't even have a say in how he's raised. I mean, come on, let the kid out a little. Let him make some mistakes. Let him have some fun.
Totally irresponsible. He lets Brian drive the car.
Has Brian seemed anxious lately?
Very.
Not at all.
Kinda.
Well, what was Brian kinda doing right before it happened?
We're knocking him around a little. Teasing him, you know? It was no big deal. Hey, it's my fault some perv grabbed him?
I shouldn't be surprised that he'd stoop this low. He gets a little lucky in business, and all of a sudden he's invincible. He wants the house. He wants Brian.
She wants everything. We're in the middle of a property settlement, and there is nothing she wouldn't do. She won't even let me come to the house and pick up my stuff.
What kind of stuff?
You know, stuff. Tapes, a couple pairs of jeans. Right there in his knapsack.
Even his toothbrush is missing.
All right, Miss Sheffield, I guess that ought to do it.
We appreciate your time.
If you think of anything else, you can contact me through your principal's office.
You've got to get him back, officer. His father is bad for him. He hates his father.
It's his mother he hates. You can ask them that yourself.
No, we, can't. He's missing.
Guys? Mom!
Hi, sweetie pie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have lost a week somewhere. I could have sworn it was next week you guys were coming. Where's Daddy, lying down?
No, honey, I'm sorry. He couldn't make it.
You're kidding.
No, well, he's disappointed, too. But if we aren't more careful, we are liable to have more fun without him. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
No.
Good, because I have been waiting for you so I could take you out to dinner. Ta-da! After all these years, I finally got my own card. They tried to give me your father's line of credit, but I didn't want his. I wanted my own. $400. It's psychological, I'm sure, but every meal I buy with this just seems to taste better.
Well, that's great. Just give me 1 sec, okay?
Okay.
You know, Mom, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. It's very important that women establish their own line of credit, you know?
Exactly.
And it's nothing against Daddy. It's just a responsible thing to do.
Well, I guess a lot of it's my own fault. I let things get way out of hand. I was suffocating in the shadows of Dr. Anthony Hoff's.
Suffocated?
The slightest deviation and your father can't accept it. The man's intolerant, judgmental.
Mom, is everything all right with you and Dad?
Now, Judy, you know your father and I would never do anything without first giving it a lot of thought. So there's no reason for you to be upset. We've decided to separate.
The dark blue, possibly brown Lincoln, built sometime in the 70s, driven by somebody from this planet.
How long has Sheffield had his apartment in Dallas?
Just a couple of months, Captain. Dallas police got in for a look. No Brian, but an awful lot of his clothes.
Fennel, Captain.
Yeah, Fuller. Yeah, give me 15 minutes. I'll meet you at the house. School janitor just turned up a ransom tape.
They won't let me sleep. I stand for hours at a time with almost nothing to eat. You have to get $75,000 in cash.
They must have grabbed the wrong
You have
kid.
24 hours at
Would
which
you
time
shut
you'll receive
up?
delivery instructions. Do not involve the police or they'll kill me.
You work hard, you pay outrageous taxes so we can go to a decent school where he's grabbed by some nut. All right. All right. All right. 75 grand, huh?
Where are we going to get that kind of money?
We're gonna have to mortgage the house, dear.
My house? Who's going to make the payments? According to your attorney, you're broke.
Have you got a better idea?
I know that you two are upset about your son. But we'll handle the money end of this.